Hello YouTubers. In this video I'm going to be covering with you how I achieved my stance on my 2007 Chevrolet Silverado LT with 300,000 miles. I did this very inexpensively, I think. I will cover with you in just a moment, but this is not how the truck came. So let me pop up on the screen some pictures of how it was when I bought it. It looked like your typical truck. The only thing that was on the truck at the time were lifting blocks. The truck came with these rough country lifting blocks. My friend bought this truck brand new off the lot in 2007 and tried to level out the truck, but as you can see in the pictures, when I bought it, it wasn't really level. It was better than it was, but was not level. Now the truck is level, and I did this with changing out the shocks and the struts in the front of the truck. I had to change that out because the struts were bad. As you would go over things, it just kept going up and down. It just, on this side actually, they were shot. So I replaced the struts, and while I was at it, I replaced the shocks in the back. And what I did was I bought Bilstein 5100s. That's what I bought. And with the 5100 series, it comes with leveling options for the struts. I'll show you that now. And what I did was, when I installed them, because I did it myself, I put it on. You'll see on the Bilsteins, I'll pop it up on the screen, there's multiple levels for you to choose. Where do you want the truck to sit? This truck is on the second from the bottom. So it can go higher. For those of you who like the Carolina squat look, this truck could do that. If I took the strut back out, compress the spring, move the O-ring, let's call it an O-ring, it's not really, but it's an O-ring that sits in the channel. You see it on the picture here. Just move that up to the level you want and the truck will rise in coordination with that. But I just wanted to cover with you real quick that you don't have to buy shackles and lifting blocks in the back of the truck. You don't have to buy upper and lower control arms in order to get this to sit if you want it level. You don't have to go crazy expensive. I think, gosh, it's been several years now, but those Bilsteins might have cost me $700 for everything. That's expensive, but I had to do it. So it was kind of, while I was at it, I'll address bringing it back up at the same time. But by doing that, I also didn't have to do any kind of weird alignment adjustment, any kind of cam adjusters, any kind of anything else. This truck is completely stock except that lifting block, and just other than putting on the aftermarket Bilsteins. So to prove to you that it's level, let me break out my measuring tape. So when I say level, I mean level-ish. Like that's, looks to be right at 39 1/16. That looks to be 39 1/4. I'm within 3/16 of this thing being completely level. It's about as close as you're going to get, I think. And I think it looks damn good. Very inexpensive, very cheap to do. Just change out the shocks, change out the struts, pick what height you want. If you want the Carolina squat look, this can do it. Again, I'm on the second from the bottom ring on the Bilstein, but you could go up to more. You can raise it 0.6 of an inch increments at each setting. So if you want it to be higher in the front, lower in the back, like my Dodge Daytona Turbo Z when I was 16 years old, I'll pop that up on the screen. It had a rake, and I like that rake. I like the higher in the front, lower in the rear. It gives it that squat look. I like that. I don't care for the front dipping down like old hot rods. I like them to be like this. But I don't think that looks good on the truck. I think this looks good on the truck. So I didn't choose that option, even though I can. But I thought I would cover with you how I achieved my level look. Very inexpensive and rides great. The Bilstein 5100s are worth their money. I was looking at the Rancho with the adjustable dampening settings, but decided against them when I learned that I could adjust my height and bring this truck up level just by buying the Bilsteins. And they were similarly priced. Anyway, this was a quick video. I just wanted to show you what I did, what you can do without having to go drastic measures and really change geometry on how this truck works, how it's meant to work. And if you don't have to do those things, the truck will last longer because you're not making radical changes to what the manufacturer did. Anyway, YouTubers, if you like the video, like the video.